Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. This is more impromptu because I actually have a live stream that is scheduled for tomorrow. And so yes, I will be here tomorrow for our regularly scheduled program, which is going to be what was pushed back from last week, which is how to add captions in your Instagram stories or videos, stuff like that. And I just wanted to have a quick little talk. Okay, so I don't know what it is, but I don't know if it's 2020, whatever it is, I have had enough. So I had put out my video on, what was that, Sunday? I recorded that Saturday, put it out on Sunday, and I said, I rarely do this. I rarely ever do this, but I'm gonna do a little bit of a tech rant. And I went and I said my piece and I said what I wanted to say, and then I let it go. And what's actually really funny is, I don't know if it's just trending topic, but that video did fairly well for whatever reason. But it did not come with its usual mansplainers, I guess we could say. Okay. And one thing about that, if you know me, I do like to keep the peace, but I also can hold a grudge for a really long time. You can ask some of my friends, ex-friends now. I can hold a grudge for a very, very, very long time. Okay. Now, do not mistake me for someone who doesn't want people to get along, because that's not the case. I want people to get along. But there are only so many times that you can poke at people before they want to poke back. And every once in a while, I've been on a few panels and we say stuff, like, how do you deal with haters and what do you do? And people want to leave comments, and I'm like, well, you can always have an extensive library of, block words and all that kind of good stuff, and you can, be snarky back, or you can say something, or you can just be egg them on, or you can just live your life, because haters love it when they get a rise out of you, and they hate it when you pay them no mind, and you just don't care. And also, people who know me would know that I have a file folder of both love comments and hate comments, because sometimes you just want to use those hate comments to make funny TikToks or whatnot, and today is no exception. In fact, I made one earlier today and I'm going to share it with you. And but I want to say something about being a female online, if whatever. I know it sucks to have to say this, but it's as if we're supposed to be accommodating, and we're just to accept whatever anyone wants to say about us because we choose to put our lives or teach or put a video / online. And people will always be like, well, you signed up for this, you're online. And I'm like, listen here, Susie, I'm pretty sure you posted a picture about your kids on Facebook last week. Technically you're online too, but I don't come to your page and tell you that your little one looks like a troll. I don't do that, because decent humans don't do that, because there are ramifications. You may think those things, but you're a horrible person if you just want to go out there and spew all this malice and garbage towards other people. But I think people get very in their feels about how it's fine because someone signed up to be online. And let me tell you, there are still people on the other side of the screen reading these comments, and you think that we don't see them, but we do. So I'm going to share with you a little video that I made today, just with some of my love comments that I have in my little folder online, so I can show you what it is to be sometimes, let alone a female in tech, a female on the interwebs, a female on YouTubes. Shall we roll the video? Let's take a quick peek. Shout out, I don't know how to give credit, but her name is Jen, and I'm using her voice in the TikTok. So let's try this. See if we can do this. Let's see which one it is. I think it's this one. Please enjoy.
That's a really great point, Kyle. And can I call you Kyle? No, it's a little casual. I don't know you like that, but anyway, might I add, that is a beautiful chef's kiss shade of misogyny you have on there. Yeah, and I really like what you did by pairing it with your fragile ego. Yeah, that looks great. And to top it all off, you seem to have accessorized with your small man complex. Top notch. Top notch.
Now that's just a sprinkling of some of the comments that we get. And that's some of the comments that have gotten through our filter. So I just want to take a second to say First of all, from now on, sometimes I used to be nice and I would blur someone's name out, and now I'm not doing that. If you're going to leave that comment on my video, it is now my comment, and if I'm going to make a comment and then, and respond to it or whatever else I want and put it in a TikTok or whatever else, don't ever try to slide into any of my messaging platforms and tell me to take it down. Because I will not. And in fact, I will put this out there as just a little, not warning, not caveat, not whatever. If you are someone who leaves these messages on any of my platforms, I will not hesitate now to look at your profile. Maybe find out where you work. Maybe try and find any family members. And show them what kind of person you are. Now, if that's an employer, if that's a girlfriend, a boyfriend, a wife, a husband, a mother, a grandmother, if you do not think that females online are not very good at finding out your sphere of influence, you would be incorrect. But I digress. That is not what I mean. I am saying, though, your anonymity is not guaranteed any longer. Because if I want to, you can now be part of my channel in any way I see fit. So that's really all I have to say is that, one, if you are a person who leaves comments like this on people's channels, women's, men's, children's, anybody's, family channels, I feel that you should not be anonymous, and I won't blur your name out, and I will call you out, and I will put you in any TikTok or video on Instagram that I want to, and I won't feel bad about it. And if I want to go a step further because you really piss me off, I will try and find out where you work, and just make sure that your employer knows that this is the type of human that you are, because humans that are decent do not do this to each other. Yes. That's really the main point that I wanted to say. I don't know if anybody out there in the audience wants to share some of their best. I have, like I said, an entire file folder of these comments. But yes, at some point, you have enough. And it goes from fun TikToks to more serious. And in the spirit of Thanksgiving, I was trying to find ways to be thankful for this. And in all of that, I can say that I am thankful that seems to be that 2020 has lowered my I give a crap what you think about me meter, but quite a bit. And yeah, so that being said, there could also be some changes when it comes to my own channel, because I was talking about with someone recently about how, aren't you tired of chasing the algorithmic stuff? And if it's not making you happy, like, what's the point? So if I want to make a video about this, sharing all this, maybe I will. If I want to make a video about something else, some other topic that's not related, maybe I will. And if you don't jive with it or want to watch it, then that's your choice, because you've been not watching for years and years so, for some of my videos. So if anything, it's just more about what I want to do now. So I was going to do that. I was going to play a song and boogie with you for a minute, and if anyone wants to say anything, you can totally say something too. But really, I guess it's not even a warning. It's not like a threat. It's just if you thought it was just one more place that you could spew your venom and hatred and all of that kind of stuff, I'm here to tell you you've chosen the wrong channel. And although my library is extensive of blocked words, there are still ones that get through, and I used to be like, oh my god, that's a good one. Thank you for letting me add something to my library. And then I would also look at them some days and cry. So there's that. But here's the thing is now, yeah, I will put you on blast. That's the big thing. I think if people really had to be accountable for the things that they say online and the way that their tone is, and tell me I'm wrong, when you go down into the depths of this, when all of a sudden all of the haters are the people, and I don't want to throw any judgments out there. I'm talking, I guess, in generalities now. Tell me that these are not the people who are saying, God is number one, try to be more like Jesus, has some sort of Bible verse in their profile, has a link to like human resources and like Black Lives Matter, because they want to like put it out there that they are like they are socially woke and they're all for women empowerment and helping others. But you know, push come to shove, they're actually the person behind the keyboard making the worst comments about other people. So tell me that is not always the case, or it's not always like only God can judge me now and live my life and be more like Jesus, and I'm a dedicated mother and be the change you wish to see in the world. Stuff like that. So I can also tell you some of the people who leave comments on my videos will have things like spread love and happiness like on mine. And it's like, really, Susie? Because I've looked at the comments that you're leaving me, and they're not spreading happiness. They're not. And the whole be more like Jesus thing, I'm pretty sure Jesus was into sticking up for women and even prostitutes and trying to treat people equally. So tell me what came down the pipe that was so different from your behavior, saying that I'm fat, saying that I'm ugly, saying that I'm stupid. So yeah, where was that? So yeah, we're gonna play a song, we're gonna boogie for a minute, we're gonna feel better, and then yeah, that's really all I wanted to say is hide your kids, hide your wife. Yeah, because I will put you on blast from here on out. Yes, we are dancing. We're feeling good. We're ignoring them. We're going to play my video because I think it's funny and I worked hard on it, even if nobody else wants to like it on TikTok or Instagram or whatever. We're going to play it one more time, and then we're going to maybe dance off the troll, whatever.
Really great point, Kyle. And can I call you Kyle? No, it's a little casual. I don't know you like that, but anyway, might I add, that is a beautiful chef's kiss shade of misogyny you have on there. Yeah, and I really like what you did by pairing it with your fragile ego. Yeah, it looks great. And to top it all off, you seem to have accessorized with your small man complex. Top notch. Top notch.
I got some dabs from Eugene. John, I know you're dancing with me. This is the Keep the Trolls Away dance. Y'all are beginning with me. So for anyone who is just coming in now, basically stop being shitty to people online. And if you are shitty to me online going forward, I will not keep you anonymous and I will bring you to the light. And that's really all I have to say about that. And I hope all of you have a really, really good night. I know none of you who are in the chat are those people, because y'all are good, decent humans, and you're my friends, a lot of you. So I hope that you guys have a good night. Tomorrow, we will be back for a live stream talking about adding text to Instagram stories, which is the topic that was carried over from last week. So we are actually going to do that. And then, yes, happy Thanksgiving to all of my American friends who are going to be celebrating it. That is why we are coming to live stream tomorrow. So a couple of other announcements. Number one, I just finished tonight a live stream. I was over on Dana Bentz's YouTube channel and we had a talk. It's about a half an hour and we're talking about growing your audience and all the fun YouTube stuff and what I'm here to do, I guess, to help. And then tomorrow morning, I will be on my friend Kimberlea's channel. And I have no idea what we're going to be talking about. I believe people may have submitted questions to her via Instagram, but I did post her channel link in my community tab, so at least you'll know which person I'm talking about. But I believe we are going to be starting at 9 a.m. So if you want to come over and say hello and be a friendly face over there, I know that she has gone through some stuff recently, even kind of almost, being canceled as everyone likes to do. And she's had some really awful things said to her about her videos made, and she doesn't deserve that either. She's a good person. She's a good friend of mine. And it's just one more example of why people take it too far. It's like, you don't know her, you don't know me, and yet the things that you want to say are not based in reality. They're based in this like sophomoric feeling that you have in this parasocial relationship you think that you have about knowing us, about being entitled to something, or just you being sometimes a hurt human who reaches out to hurt other humans. And it's disgusting behavior. And you think that you're safe behind a keyboard because real people aren't on the other side reading these comments and reacting. But I assure you, we're real people. And it's not okay to spew venom and then actually act offended when we're hurt. Because also when we are hurt, we may say things back to you that you may not like. And then you want to cry about how it's unfair to you when you are the first one to come into our house and poop on the floor and then be offended that we didn't like that. And we told you, no, you should pick up your stuff and get out of my house. So there are so many other places, so many other channels on YouTube that you could be. So many other people that you can be watching. If you don't like me, if you think I'm ugly, if you think my voice is annoying, find another channel, because there are literally a million other channels that don't have me on it. It's amazing a platform how YouTube works. You can find another place where I am not, and that's going to be almost everywhere. I mean, although I'm going for world domination, I'm not there yet. There's still plenty of spots you can find, not me. And I think what's really great is that I cannot like something and keep scrolling. The people who cannot keep scrolling have things to say. I just want you to think about your words that you're using. You're saying that to someone who is, pick your poison, a wife, a mom, a daughter, a human. And if you had to sit there and run into them on the street, would you say all those same things to their face? I don't think so, because I also think that there's also this line that people are like, oh my gosh, I love you so much. On the same side, they're like, but I don't want you to be happy or successful, and I want to tear you down, and I don't actually like that you're making me feel bad about myself or retrospective or not letting me have an excuse that I can be stagnant and stay here. Okay, so that's a problem, and that's not a problem with the other person, that's a problem with you. Okay, so you run into Jaclyn Hill on the street. At one point, you're like, oh my God, I love you so much. And then you go home and you make a troll video about her. That's a problem with you. It's not a problem with her. So go ahead and make your 50 accounts or whatever. Just because I say that I'm going to go out and try and find, more about you or your profile, where you work, it doesn't mean that, you know what? It doesn't mean that it will always be. It doesn't mean that I'll always be successful. But I'm saying, if you knew that everything that you posted online would then be available to your significant other, your children, your employer, would you still write those comments? Would you still write those comments if you were face-to-face with that person? If the answer is no, then the problem is you. You can certainly change the channel. You can certainly find another YouTube video. You can certainly find another platform. You can certainly find other people to follow. But if all you want to do is wallow and tear down and say bad and nasty things about other people, the problem is you. And I know that misery loves company, and I know that nobody wants to be introspective and be like, why am I doing this? Why am I being mean to other humans on the internet? Humans that I don't know. Because it's easy. Because they're easy targets. Because you're mad that you think that they have a perfect life and they don't deserve it. You're mad because they're rich, and don't you deserve to be rich? That's not a problem with them. That's a problem with you and your perception. So I can't sit here and be like, oh, I'm going to protect their anonymity. I'm not going to find out where they work. I'm not going to find out if they're married. I'm not going to find out if they have kids, so I can show them what kind of person this person is. I'm not going to go out of my way, but if I find that information, I'm certainly not going to hide it either. So if you want to leave those types of comments, before I would delete, I would block, all that stuff, but now I think you'll just be more of a spectacle. And that's not an invitation to come be horrible to me. I'm not saying I want more of this. I'm just saying that if you always thought it was going into an echo chamber, into a place where no one saw your stuff, one, I'm here to tell you someone has always seen your stuff. And another thing is, I'm not afraid to bring it out to the light. But if you're afraid to come into the light and have it shown and be responsible for it, then that's a problem with you. So that was more of a rant and a tirade than I wanted to go on. I think one more boogie and we'll dance it out, and then I will pop off. Not pop off, you know what I mean? But leave. Yeah, then we'll leave. I didn't actually mean to do that. I was trying to type a comment in the chat and then it switched songs. But that's all right, I can learn my lesson. I hope you beautiful people have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow for not triple T, but it's really triple T.